Hello, my name is Ila Kagram and I'm from London, and I want to share my heart and soul story with you about the power of the soul song of love, peace and harmony that Dr. and Master Jigong Shah shared with all humanity. So a while ago my father rang me, and my father said to me that his best friend is in hospital. He was in hospital in London. My father lives about 3 hours drive from me. He said that they've called the family in, and he said that everybody's just been asked to come in and say their goodbyes because they don't think that he's going to survive the night. He was in a coma, and all his function in his body had deteriorated. So I drove to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, I played the soul song of love, peace and harmony, asking, the song to please help the family. And so what happened was I got to the hospital, and as I got to the hospital, when I saw my father's friend in this condition, I felt very heavy in my heart. And I asked his wife. I said, may I just offer my love to him through a song? And she said, yes, please, anything that can help will be just amazing if you can do this. So I sat on a chair next to his bed. I played the MP3 player next to his pillow, and I sang with it, and I called his soul to come and chant with me. And as his soul, I felt the frequency in the room was so beyond loving, just playing the song, and I chanted with him on a soul level for 1 hour. And there was no movement, there was nothing, there was no sign of anything going on. And so with a heavy heart, I was leaving, and before I left, I said, may I keep this MP3 player here with him near his pillow so he can listen to it? And his wife said, please do so. And we got permission from the nurse and the doctors, and they said, yes, you can leave it there. So the MP3 player of love, peace and harmony was playing all night. And I went with a heavy heart, and I said to my father, I've gone there, they don't have any hope. They said literally, within an hour, 2 hours at the most, he won't pull through the night. And so we continued chanting. I got home, my husband and I, we continued chanting. The next day my father called me in early hours of the morning, and he said that, can you go and see what's happened, because we haven't heard anything. And all the message he got was that his friend didn't die, or he didn't pass away or transition in the night. So I got in my car again, I chanted all the way to the hospital. And when I got to the hospital, I walked through the doors, I walked to the ward, and he was sat up. He was literally sat up in bed. He was having tea and biscuits. And it was such a beautiful sight to see. And I sat down and I said, I'm so happy that you've woken up. And he said to me, do what you did last night. And I was like, wow, he was in a coma. How does he even know that I sang this to him, or I played the MP3 player to him? And so I sang it. I sang it, for about 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I sang it to him, and he had a great big smile on his face. And what happened was, not only him, but the people who were in the ward there with them, they all stood up. They all sat up in their bed, and they all really felt the power of it. The nurses came. The nurses were like mesmerized with the song. And then the doctor came, and the doctor said, wow, very peaceful. That's what the doctor said. The doctor said, it's very peaceful here. And so I distributed the MP3 players and CDs to the nurses, to the patients who were there. And I left the MP3 player with my father's friend. And I says, this is a gift for you. And he says, oh, I'm so happy. I love it. And so he continued listening to it. And then the next day, my father was able to come to London, and I picked my parents up, and then we quickly went to the hospital, and it was just a beautiful reunion. And it was like tears of joy. The feeling was joy. There was joy in that ward. There was joy from my father's friend. There was joy from my father. There was joy in his wife. And it is just so, so powerful. And what is even more miraculous is that he went on to survive 1 more year after that incident, after doctors told him there was no hope. This is truly a miracle, and this is because of the power of the song. No other way. There was nothing else we did. Just sing the song. So I invite you and encourage you, download the song on lovepeaceharmony.org. The song is so powerful. It's beyond powerful. There are so many healing miracle stories with this that you will be so amazed and you will be so happy that you did. So I thank you with my heart and soul for the honor to share this story. Thank you.